Welcome back, brothers and sisters. I am Braden. This is Langley Outdoors Academy, the place where we not only talk about what's going on in the gun world, but also how we're going to fix it together. And the content that we're going to break down today is the stalwart defense of the Second Amendment coming out of the Senate from Mike Lee. Now, this is specifically focusing on universal background checks. He tears this asunder in a very solid way, very succinct, and I can't wait to hear what you guys think in the comments field below. And of course, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn the notification bell on. We would love to have you distribute freedom with us 2 and 3 times daily, and thank you for that consideration. Now, this content is brought to you by USCCA, and it's something that I want you guys just to give a thought around. Now, the USCCA is an organization that is dedicated to the legal concealed carry owner. This is about avoiding danger, being aware of your surroundings, and keeping your family safe and knowing how to use your firearm in an emergency. Just a few of the things to learn that I think you guys would benefit from. It can teach you how to have a plan in a worst case scenario, teach you where to store your firearm, how to access it quickly and deploy it quickly and effectively to defend your family and avoid danger. And on top of that, it helps you navigate the complex laws of your state and your surrounding states to help you be most prepared to address any type of issue that you have to run into. Now, this has a 365-day money-back guarantee. This is a bulletproof guarantee. Everything is linked in the description box below to find out more, and they have multiple deals going on before Christmas. They've got flashlights, they've got range bags, all tied to different levels, and I hope you guys at least check it out and consider it as you prepare yourselves for the events to come. Now, of course, like I said, the link is right down there, and thank you to USCCA. All right, my brothers and sisters, we have got to dive into this because this chef's kiss, baby. Mike Lee is a Republican senator, and he's always been pretty good at the 2A, and he's very good at succinctly elaborating on his points in an eloquent manner. Well, we got some more of that. Listen to what he said against the United States, or excuse me, not the United States, against the Senate's push for universal background checks from the left. Check this out. This is really solid.
That under this proposal, under this bill, if you hand over your firearm to a partner during such a trip, even for a short period of time, you could potentially be held criminally liable if that individual doesn't hold the proper hunting license. And it's an absurd overreach that would penalize the innocent traditions that bind our communities together. The only conceivable way to enforce such a law is through the creation of an expansive, Orwellian national gun registry. Yes, a national gun registry.
That's what it takes. What have I been screaming from the mountains on this channel since they started floating the idea of a universal background check 3 years ago? The entire idea behind this universal background check system, and I'm going to show you Chris Murphy's lead into this, by the way, which prompted this response, which was insane, in another video today. But you have to have a national registry, as Mike Lee put, a Orwellian national registry. But he doesn't just stop there. I've got 3 more clips, and he did a very good job bringing the problems to light. Check this out.
Now, it's here that we arrive at the true purpose, or at least the true inevitable outcome of this legislation were it to become law. Universal background checks only work when you have a national gun registry. This bill would require a registry, even though, and notwithstanding the legitimate policy concerns embraced by Congress when Congress prohibited the creation of such a registry in the Firearms Owners Protection Act.
I love this one because he already cites the existing law that says you cannot do a national registry. They don't care. They try to do it anyway. He cites the idea of what their true purpose and the true outcome would be a national registry because it cannot work without a national registry. The reason that this is so key for me, and the reason I want to show you this is being spoken in the Senate. This is not something that's on the outer fringes, on the activist side, on the analysis side, on YouTube, like what we talk about. This is actually internal. This is being discussed on the inside of the Senate. Now, I'm not saying Republicans are these amazing, incredible, stalwart defenders of the Second Amendment, because there are a lot of rhinos who are willing to negotiate your rights for their own political power. However, this is at least there, and I'm looking at Mike Lee, and I'm saying, yep, saying it real well. One more clip, and then I'm going to get to the good. This 4th one you'll really like. But here we go. Check this out, because he goes after the ATF.
However, the ATF has already compiled a database with over 920 million records, a direct challenge to both the letter and spirit of the Firearm Owners Protection Act and Public Law 11255. Let's not compound the problem created by the ATF's illegal and constitutionally problematic registry by enacting a law that cannot be enforced without the creation of a national gun registry.
Well, there's the ATF, and there's their accidental non-registry registry. Remember, if you will, just to kind of stroke and tickle the brain folds a little bit, this is where Steve Dettelbach, the director of the ATF, about a month and a half ago at Harvard, he said that they pay Adobe more money to remove the search feature of the 900 million records of gun owners. But they could never put that back in, right? Because it's not a searchable database, so therefore they're not violating the law, and it's not a registry. It's just an online document collection that has no search feature, which I'm sure could never be accidentally reactivated really quickly if they didn't pay their bills on accident, right? But he calls out the ATF for what they've done. He's saying that the universal background checks would tie right into that because they've already got the registry in place. He's nailing all the right nails. And I got this last thing for you. Then we'll go about our day towards the midday segment.
A national gun registry. And registries lead inevitably to gun confiscation. If you don't believe me, you don't want to take my word for it on that, just look to the public statements made by some of my colleagues in the Senate and our counterparts in the House. They told us confiscation is the goal. As our friends at Gun Owners of America have reminded us, without this invasive registry, enforcement of S-494 is unfeasible. We're staring down the barrel of a system that would monitor the most personal and responsible uses of firearms among citizens.
Little hat tip to GOA on that one. That's exactly correct. They've told you what they want to do. They've got the monster laid out in front of you. I might put out another video today with Jerry Nadler where he laid out the entire Frankenstein on a table for us on accident. But the entire point is they're telling you what they want. They tell you their outcomes, and then they lay out these little breadcrumbs to say, like, no, we don't want that whole big mad thing. We just want this tiny little foot. And now we want another foot. And then we want a legs, and then we want a torso. But it's just a torso. It's not a whole body. Then we got arms, and then we want a head. But we didn't apply the pressure to turn it on. A lightning, oh my goodness, we had a lightning storm, and now the machine's on. But since it's on, we can't turn it off. That's what they do. And that's what I've got for you guys. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and I will see you on the next segment. I'm Braden. See you later.